Hi, Brittany. How are you?
Hi, Scott. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much. I watched the first three episodes of your show this morning, and it's cheered me right up. So congratulations on that.
Oh, I'm so glad that makes you happy. That makes me happy. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It was fantastic. Really, really enjoying it so far. But I've stopped for now because it will keep me going through through staying at home. So that's all good. There's so much about this show that's just fantastic. But your character and Bess, I mean, she's such a wonderful, rich character. I mean, I can imagine there was lots of reasons that you wanted to play her. But was there a specific characteristic of hers or something that you kind of was akin to yourself that when you read it for the first time, you were like, I need to try and play this part?
Yeah, I really, when I first got the audition, I think my favorite thing about her was her banter and the awkward things that she was saying. And when I sent my audition tape to my sister and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is you." I was like, "Yeah, I guess so." Like just like kind of saying the wrong thing or talking too much and it's just so relatable. And that feeling of womp womp, like, I definitely have that a lot in my life.
You have a little bit of Betty White about you.
I guess so. Womp womp. Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things I was just saying to the guys about this, one of the things I loved about the show is that obviously it's about people's dreams, and obviously New York being such a vibrant city and full of opportunity, but also it doesn't shy away from the fact that these people are, struggling to fulfill their dreams, and there's people who sometimes don't get to where they want to be. How happy were you when you read the script that it didn't shy away from that stuff, that it did show a kind of realistic take on people's pursuit of dreams, and sometimes in the world it doesn't quite happen that way.
Right. I loved reading the scripts and also talking to Sarah and Jessie about their personal experience with rejection and finding validity in their art and what they do. And I think it's an excellent portrayal of that and also having the understanding of real life along with it and how that impacts you and your choices and how you move forward with pursuing your dreams as well. And Bess has so much on her plate that it does impact her. And then also, self-esteem and rejection and finding the courage to be your authentic self and find other people that resonate with it.
I mean, obviously, the cast is fantastic, but it must be such an amazing experience for a young actress to be able to work with, of not just Sarah and Jessie, but also JJ Abrams is part of the mix, who's done a few small movies here and there. Um, but how rewarding is that experience? Because I can imagine you've got these scripts and you've got this character, but also then you get the kind of, I guess, the protection, but also the guidance from people like that. I mean, it must be so fulfilling and rewarding to work with them and listen to them, and then help make your performance in the show even better than it already is.
Yeah, truly. I think the one really cool thing about this job in particular is when you work with people with, uh, who are, big names, the really exciting thing is to learn that they are there for a reason. Like they got there for a reason. Like Sarah, working with Sarah and singing her songs and learning them on piano, she is a musical genius. And and that is the reason why so many people know her. And JJ Abrams is a genius with his films and Jessie is an incredible writer. And so when we were all working together, I just felt really excited that everybody was so serious about their craft and how good they were at it, and, that was a really fulfilling thing because you can work with people with big names, but but maybe it doesn't resonate or it's just the name, and for them, they are a whole package of excellence. So I felt really excited and everybody just loves to do what they do. So that makes me really happy. It was an excellent experience. I felt like I was in very good hands and the work was going to be really good quality.
This has opened my eyes, strangely, as a Brit, to this weird thing with storage rooms. People using storage rooms as like studios and stuff like that. I had no idea people would do something like that, but it's kind of a genius plan. It's kind of good acoustics, and you get a bit of privacy. I mean, did that kind of open your eyes that people do that just for a bit of solace and to kind of concentrate and to be able to hone their craft, if you like?
Yeah, yeah, I had no idea that people could do that or if it was like legal. But I thought it was so cute. That was some of my like that was one of my favorite set designs. And I love that Bess made it her own. And just, who knows, like you might meet someone you fall in love with at a storage unit, you know?
It's kind of like an old-fashioned meet cute, isn't it, in a storage room or something like that. I did just want to ask you about your relationships with Sean and Colton, and forgive me for the actor that plays your brother and
Oh,
your father. And I mean, all the ensemble is just it's just fantastic. It seems like you guys not only were so kind of in love with the story and the characters, but as an ensemble, you seem to get on really well. Was that a very easy thing to do for you guys? Just to you just kind of sunk into it, if you like.
yeah, I think everybody on the job has such a sweetheart, and everybody's intention is in the right place and to do the work super well. And everybody's just so kind and sweet, and I enjoyed every second of working with everybody, and I couldn't have been happier. Seriously, I just think that I'm just like as I'm saying this, I'm just thinking of all the fun times that we did have together and the funny. I loved the conversations that we would all have because it was so open, it was so funny. I just think that everybody had a contribution to to the story and to the set, and I enjoyed every minute.
Really enjoyed the show, and the music is fantastic. And at a time when there's so much going on in the world that a lot of people can't really comprehend, and some people are kind of struggling, and there's so much stuff. But music is one of those things that kind of unites everybody from all walks of life. It's such a great tool in bringing people together. I just wonder whether you, maybe not so much the show itself, but just in terms of music as a whole, about how important it is that people get their stories out there through music, because it can be such a great tool to unite people, particularly now, given what's going on in the world.
Absolutely. I feel like it's really important for people to find validity within themselves to be able to use their musical skills. Even if you don't have to be, a Beyonce or Sarah Bareilles or um, you know, a rock band or you don't have to have this major success to feel like your music moves people. I think that that's something that's super important, and a way of connecting and a way of expressing yourself through art is so important. And and I think that I hope that the show with the music brings everybody together. And there's so many times like the Bess's father says sometimes you just got to do it for the love of it. And I hope that people feel that way and also resonate with people who, I think Sarah is someone that did it for the love of it. And now she is who she is because it's resonated with so many people. So it's an interesting journey, but I hope that people feel validated in their art and their music, and hope that they can come together through that. I've seen it so much. So
Yeah, fingers crossed. Absolutely lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much. I love the show, and so good luck with it, and hopefully you get to do it again sometime.
I hope so too. Thank you.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you guys!